Hi, welcome. This is a special thank you to everyone who finds my channel, who finds my videos, who, honestly, I don't even know how you do because I'm not savvy with technology and I kind of just throw my videos up there. And I trust like whoever finds them is meant to find them and it kind of is led by their own energy. And I have to say, I just want to say thank you so much because this channel started so organically and almost like so out of my character because again, I'm not tech savvy. I don't even know how to tag videos. It wasn't even the intention behind it. It was mainly just to have some expression. And while I'm thinking of, ways to thank you guys, a special shout out, just thank you. And also so much of the energy of the people who are coming to my channel. Like at first I was so hesitant and almost afraid of making my videos public because of like what kind of comments am I going to get, and I'm very protective of my energy, and it's like I don't want that influx of. I got off Facebook, I got off all the other social medias because I didn't like the energy of the channels. So this was almost like a secret sacred channel to me, and I almost was like, oh my god, what am I opening myself up to? I don't feel so protected, blah blah blah. And I have to say, I'm only getting the most positive, loving, spiritually cool, great, loving people. And I just have to say, thank you so much. Thank you for, like, you know, almost affirming, like, it's okay to step out a little bit and make videos public and not be so fearful. It's been part of my journey to step out a little bit. And I'm sure on your own personal journey too, with things that are more closer to your core. And so when you step out of your comfort zone a little bit and you're getting acceptance, with lovely comments or whatever, it really means a lot because it's more than anything. It's more than even if you created a painting and someone's saying nice painting. When it's your spiritual core, like you're sharing your insights and you're attracting lovely people. It's so nice and affirming. So I want to say thank you so much, and I'm just amazed you even find my videos. And before I get into the special message for you, I also wanted to say this channel, honestly, everything I'm doing was almost because I couldn't express myself outwardly in any other way. Like I would try in various places I worked. I tried over the years of doing things that gave expression to everything that I've been carrying around, and nothing on the outside had a place for it. I mean, I literally worked in places where I tried to put out like love kind of things or spiritual things, and literally management would tell me we're not about the love here. It was like closed doors to my insides. Yes, other things would work out in my life and say, and I'm being pushed to reveal some of my personal history this way because you might resonate too. It's like, say you're the high priestess, you're very connected, we're spiritual, and literally your life's journey, it's become your core because it literally got you through nightmares in your life. It's almost like I wouldn't be standing here today. It's the truest, realest thing. My core, my spirituality, my connection, it's almost like hermit mode. It was so secretive and so deep, I wouldn't even really share with other people. I'm the most talkative, social person, but with my insides and everything else, I'm so private. With my spiritual connection, I'm so private. With what's really going on in my life, the nightmares you have to live in your life, your journey, the horror shows. It's amazing that we're here. And I give full credit to Spirit. Spirit got me through the darkest times, and it's not over. Life is up and down roller coasters. Right now, I feel very, in a good place. But I mean, what a journey to even get to this point. And it really was spiritual connection that got me through. It's my core. And it's almost like I was like in hermit mode, and maybe you guys were too. It's like you're very protective about it. It's almost like I don't even share everything that goes on in my head and heart and my connection because it's like I'm not letting in any naysayers or snorts or anything else. It's the truest thing. It's truer to me than anybody standing in front of me. And it is why I'm living and breathing today and healthy today and in a good place today. It got me through everything. So I would be like connected and a high priestess and very hermity almost about my spiritual connection. I didn't share it. Yes, I would share dribbles, but for the most part, all my spiritual experiences remained with me. I would email myself constantly. I took pictures of things constantly. I wrote down auto writing constantly. It was all very secretive. Maybe trusted, intimate people, I would share some things, but not everything or all. And it still remains the most valuable thing to me. And what I think like this journey was with all these closed doors in my life and not being able to express my, the spiritual, all of a sudden I was being urged, and this video, this YouTube channel started organically. I have been love tarot cards and oracle cards. I'm fanatical about it. I also know what it's like to get like you're attracted to a deck, but they're all wrapped like it's a museum. When you go into a shop, you don't know what the insides are. I would get these decks, you spend money, and I don't like the pictures. I immediately, I care very much about images, messages. So I started this channel to do reviews, to like give people the insides of all my decks, see if they resonate, stuff like that. Then I started sharing, instead of just emailing myself my spiritual messages or just emailing myself, I was like, let me post it to the channel and I'll have a reference. And I have to admit to you guys, I started posting my videos private. So it took a lot to even make it public. I was like, oh, I'll make it public, and only trust spirit that only people who resonate will see the messages and stick around to watch it. Don't be so fearful. And also, I kept reminding myself, it's free spirit. It's not my name. It's not my face. It's not about me. It's just expressing spirit. And to feel confident and trust that, it almost was like spirit was daring me, like, how much do you trust us? How much do you have faith in us that you're not even putting yourself out there. You're just putting the messages out there. So I've been pushed slowly, slowly, slowly. I almost have to chuckle. And now, fast forward, I don't even know how it's done. I'm not tech savvy. I never made personal videos before. I would just archaically text myself messages as I got them, email myself messages. I'm talking about since I was a young teenager. I would always email myself stuff. I always had, my best supporter was always Spirit. Spirit always got me through everything. I would sit on a street corner and urgently, frenetically type or email myself a message, and it would flood me. It was spirit. It was my best friend. It was my supporter. It was lifting me up. It was giving me grander perspective. It was so sacred, and what got me through, I can almost cry. Like, I don't know how I would have gotten through the things I did without this connection. And so I'm sharing this personally because I'm sure I'm not alone in that. And things happen to people and we share what's going on in our lives, but deep down in our soul, there's so much more going on. There's so many more darker nights. There's so many things that people don't share that they're walking around with. And let me tell you, in that hermit mode, you have the sacred connection, the spiritual divine connection, and you have it too. And this light that we're in hermit mode shining on ourselves and keeping it secret, we're being urged to now show it out into the world and share that, our inner course, however we feel safe and protected enough to do that. And also, just like with why I was pulled to share, about this YouTube channel, a little bit out of my comfort zone more than other people. People don't think anything of it, YouTube throwing videos on whatever. To me, this was a very big deal of making something public that was so private to me and bringing it out in the world. And let me tell you, I was like, I don't care if no one watches one video. I made oracle cards that were those messages and those photographs that I took over the years, so connected to spirit, and I put it all together for myself. Someone buys it, that's great. If they don't, that's great. I did it more for myself, that you could put your hermit mode insides out in the world. Don't care about the reaction, the feedback, whatever, but do it because you have to say yes first to yourself, meaning like, my journey also has been, and I'm sure yours too, when you're so connected to spirit, it is also hard to live in the physical. It's hard to ground yourself. It's hard to almost be powerful on the ground. It's like you're so up there connecting. It's very hard to manifest what you want in the physical. It's hard to survive in the physical because you're not coming from the place that people are. I would get flipped a lot from people's energies. Like, it's a lot. So what I'm saying is, when we go from hermit mode to sun mode, you're the high priestess going from hermit mode, being secretive inside, holding, very protective, and you're right to do that. But let yourself express yourself. Let yourself express your core. Let yourself express your divine connection, however it's safe for you to do so. Like, say if you're urged to paint and you've never painted before. Paint just for the love of painting. Paint for the pure love of the inspiration that you feel from it. Whatever you're really is your core insides, definitely express yourself however it shows up, and just say yes to yourself, say yes to it, and let it go outside of yourself. See, the light is inside you. You have this huge light inside you, and now let it shine out in some way. And not something radical that you feel unnerved, completely rocked by it. Do it like, that's why I was pushed to reveal a little bit, like, I'm the most talkative person. You would never guess. I'm very private when it comes to things that really matter to me. I'm not about attention. I'm not about putting my name out there. I'm not about putting my face out there. I like my anonymity. I want my privacy. I need to feel very safe, and I need to feel very protected, and that is a very core issue with me. Even divulging things that are very dear to me in my insides and my core. It's not out there for everyone to poke fun at, or I lived that already, or I lived so many things that it's like I'm in my protective bubble and I'm remaining that way and I'm doing what I feel safe to do. But why I'm sharing that is because we are being urged to, whatever is divinely lit in within you, definitely express it in your life, in whatever's safe and protective for you. But you say yes to your light. You're connected to the divine. You're shining a light within you that beams out into the world. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to that. Be inspired. Do what lights your fire, lights your world up. And also, a big key too is my whole life, that why they push me to reveal, even in my day-to-day job, when I try to put more heart, more soul, more spiritual things, more love things, and how I reveal to you, even management said to me, we're not about the love here. Um, it this YouTube channel turned out, and I just had an epiphany about it, was that even though it started out as nothing, just posting a couple of videos, what it did for my soul was show I literally created my own channel. Isn't that weird? Where the outside world and everyone in it, the grounded channels, the other people, the other companies, the other places I worked, never was the proper channel for what my insides had to give. And they were saying, no, 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 no. So I kept it bottled, bottled, bottled. We are to find the right channel to beam it out. So I don't care how many no's you get. I don't care if you don't have openings, whatever. You create your own opening, create your own channel, create your own art, create your own, find your own channel. If there is none, create one. Where there is not a way, let the way be created for you. Whatever all those spiritual things are, it's really true. Just say yes to yourself, no matter how small it is. But definitely start expressing your divine insides out into the world. And I don't care who says no. I don't care if you don't even see a door or even a window. You'll find a way to beam your light out, and it doesn't matter even if no one sees. Like when I did this YouTube channel, it doesn't even matter if no one but me watched the videos. It was like I was giving credibility. I was grounding my light somewhere. I created that channel somewhere, even if nobody watched it. I created those oracle cards that mean the world to me. It was like my entire life's journey, all the spiritual messages, everything that got me here in the cards. I can't tell you what it felt like when those cards came and were in my hands, that I said yes. I gave validity to it. I almost honored what all the spiritual messages, everything they did for me. I did it as a tribute and honor to them. Didn't matter if anybody ever bought those cards. Doesn't matter if anybody else sees those cards. Doesn't even matter if anybody likes those cards. I know what they mean. I know the value in it. And I know the value in just making something tangible in the physical from it. Because when you're very intuitive, you're very in your mind. It's a very private landscape in there. And you get all these spiritual insights and everything else, and all these spiritual ahas, and all this inspiration and whatever. And we've kept it really private. I'm telling you, a lot of people, they have a lot of private epiphanies, private amazing journeys, amazing. Their core is just so valuable. It's so valuable. And when you look around in the world, in the physical, it's like we're just so, it's easier to just be comfortably talking about and sharing the usual rather than the amazing or the most spiritual, the most meaningful. And part of it is because we don't feel safe enough to do that. We don't feel comfortable enough to do that, maybe, or we don't, whatever it is. And I'm not saying to, throw up your entire insides and journey to everyone you meet. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying whatever is divinely in you, let it shine out into the world in ways that you're comfortable with, that you feel protected enough to do. But start sharing your own journey, your own inner light, and let it beam out into the world, because the world needs it. And you know what? You need it. And even if the world doesn't even give you feedback, likes, whatever we're now programmed to try and gear our whole life towards, forget about all that. Create what you're divinely pushed and felt to do for yourself. There's nothing like creating something from your insides into the tangible, and you just said yes. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks or values about it. It's you saying it's valuable. It's you shining out whatever is in your inside divinely, and do more of that. And I really think this energy is all about, and you know how we did all this huge purging lately? I think, when you shine a light on inside, say you're shining a light in an overcrowded closet, how can you find those shoes in the back of your closet? But if you did all these purging and now you're shining a light in that dark closet, you can easily find exactly what's valuable to you. And I think all that purging was all about finding what's real, what's valuable to us, what's our core, what's our truth. And we're still so divinely connected, but now we're showing that out into the world, and however it manifests to you. So this special message was a real deep thank you to anybody who finds my videos. I'm really amazed, and I feel so grateful. Thank God I'm attracting like people who are full of light and love and on a spiritual journey themselves, and so connected and so lovely in their comments. I could almost cry because it's scary to put your stuff out there. It's one thing if you're making a comment about the news or something that you don't care about, like pass the salt or that pizza's the best pizza, who cares? But when you start putting like your core, the most meaningful things that have gotten you through life, I mean, like without my spiritual connection, I don't know how I would have survived. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. You can almost cry with the sense of how true that is. Like if you didn't have your spiritual connection, would you be in the place you're at right now? No. So to share your deep insights and to have people not just resonate but have comments, and they're like minds, like hearts, it's really beautiful. And I'm so glad I had the guts to make my videos public, and I thank you so much. And thank God I'm attracting, nice people to my channel. And so this was a special message to you too, that, if your whole life was like in hermit mode, like keeping your innermost things private, it's time to share, shine your light however you're comfortable, whatever you want to give birth to, whatever you want to go for, that's really in line with your core, that lights up you and your private world. Share it, because however it's comfortable for you, but share it because it lights up the world. As much as it lights you and is meaningful to you, it will light up the world. And so that's why I'm pushed to send this special thank you and special message. So thank you so much. And that's it. That's my whole message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.